team that's got a chip on their shoulder. We've got a team that's bringing everybody back from last year, and we've got a team that had an upset loss in the first round in the state playoffs last year. And in the other corner, Joel, we have the team that beat them last year. It's a rematch from last year's opening round. It's this year's open
season last year in the playoffs. First round gets upset by the Vallivue Falcons. Vallivue Falcons hoping that history repeats itself. But, wow, Minico Spartans are going to have something to say about that with their strong offense and even stronger defense.
Well, you take a look at both of these teams. Minico coming in with a record of 9-1, the number 3 ranked team in the 4A playoffs, averaging 36 points a game and only giving up, well, especially playing in that SIC with number 1 Bishop Kelly, is phenomenal. They're averaging, even against that competition, Joel, they're averaging 40 points a game, giving up 28. Their losses this year are to all teams that made the top 16 and are in the playoff. Injured last week with a broken tibia and fibia, and we wish him the very best in his recovery. But Valley View is going to be without their number 1 running back tonight, so that means since of Tyson Fox. Mayo, 874 yards and 11 scores, averaging 97 yards a game, but that is going to have to double because Fox was averaging 169 yards a game. That is a huge loss.
Yeah, and they're going to hope that he can recover some of those yards, but he's also got some help, right? He's got Hayden Farmer, Isaac Moore, the quarterback, who they've rushed for 266 and 214 yards respectively, 3 touchdowns for both. So, he's going to have some help there, but definitely they're going to have to pick up the slack that Tyson Fox left, due to that injury. And like you said, we wish Tyson Fox the best. We hope his recovery goes well, and he's going to hope that his team can continue to step up and maybe get another upset tonight.
And Coach Lane Coffin and Valley View, they're going to be ready to go with or without their stud. Meanwhile, Minico and head coach Keelan McCaffrey, they boast a 3-headed monster in that backfield. Japheth Bendelay, Joseph Terry, and J.T. Garza. Who do you stop in the Minico backfield? Because they have been doing it all season long, all 3 of them. All right, let's get to the action. We are set to go. It's going to be Minico receiving the kickoff. And Valley View set to tee it up, moving left to right in all white jerseys. And Minico in their home red and gold. And we are underway. On the return for Minico out across the 30 and up near the 35 is J.T. Garza. And that's where Minico will set up shop, 1st and 10 on their opening drive. Now, we talked about the 3 stud running backs they've got. Bendelay is the main guy. He's a between-the-tackles runner, over 1,100 yards on the season and 19 touchdowns. But if you focus on him, Joseph Terry, the speedster, will burn you. And then it's going to be Garza out of the backfield in the passing game. So Minico with this high-powered offense, we talked about them, averaging 36 points a game. Well, here they are in their first possession in the 2022 playoffs. High snap. Rolling to his right is Wayman. And Riker Stimson on the reception. And that's a guy that can sneakily get in there. I think I'm making up words, Joel. But he's a guy that can take a little bit of pressure off of the big 3.
And that's what you want to do. You want to have someone who you can pass to every once in a while. I mean, they have passing yards. They have plenty of passing yards, obviously not as much as their run game. But you want to have someone you can change things up with. And an interesting first play for Minico to go to the pass.
Wayman hustling to the line of scrimmage. Handoff in the backfield and hit. And, well, it should have been dropped, but somehow sneaking out of there was Dane Rasmussen. And he needed 4, and he got 5. That's going to be a first down for Minico as they move out to the 45-yard line. Valley View on that possession, Joel, got into the backfield, but, boy, elusive running by Rasmussen to pick up the first down.
Yeah, they had him there at the feet, but somehow he was able to squeeze through that little pocket. Maybe there wasn't a pocket. He just squeezed through the linebackers, the ends, and was able to get that first down. So really good running there to start this game.
Now, Valley View defensively, Cannon Hyde, the senior, leads this defense. 56 tackles, couple of fumble recoveries, and an interception. Quickly to the line again goes Minico. And that ball may have come out. Vallivue says they've got it, and they do. Where's the official call? There it is. Vallivue gets a fumble recovery.
Yeah, nice defensive play to start this game by Vallivue. Just a few plays, and Vallivue gets the fumble. That ball came out super late, but not too late that it wasn't a turnover. Vallivue football, 1st and 10.
Well, Vallivue did a nice job of plugging the A gaps and not allowing Minico between the tackles. They forced the fumble. Now here's the first look at the offense of Vallivue, and they're going to go up top right away. And it's incomplete. The pass was intended down the field for Jackson Kent. And a nice-looking ball from Isaac Moore. Isaac Moore, the 6'3 sophomore, the signal caller for Vallivue. And they don't throw a whole lot. 625 yards passing on the year is all. This is a run-heavy offense, and you can see by their formation in that double wing. Handoff left side, Minico is there. This is going to be Mayo, and he's the guy that we talked about in the pregame, Joel, that's going to have a big night for Vallivue offensively.
Yeah, he will. And, interesting start to this game. Both teams start on the pass, right, Scott?
Yeah.
We expect, obviously, wing T offense, run heavy, smash mouth football, but both offenses start with passing plays. But, yes, Mayo's going to need to step up big time tonight.
No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Vallivue. And this will be the quarterback just kind of picking his way through traffic. The direct snap goes to number 7, Hayden Farner. Now, it's not really the quarterback, but more of a wildcat. And Farner picked up 4 when he ran actually about 12 yards, Joel. A lot of that east-west instead of north-south, and that'll bring up 4th down for Vallivue.
Yeah, it was a decent run by Hayden Farner, but yet he couldn't get north, and good defensive stop by that trio of linebackers to keep Farner from getting north-south.
Now you look at Farner, he is listed as a quarterback as well, and that's something Vallivue will do, and out of that offensive formation they have. They will use the sophomore, but then they'll bring in Farner as well. 4th down, and Vallivue keeps the offense on the field. Farner up the middle again, picking his way through traffic. This is going to be close. He got right up next to the sticks. It will depend on the spot. Minico says they held him. And they did. He came up short. So the fumble by Minico on the opening possession doesn't come back to get him. And the defense for the Spartans forces the turnover on downs.
Yeah, he almost got there because with forward progress, but not quite. And Minico defense holding strong, staying strong, stops the fourth down conversion. Here we go, 1st down.
Let's see what Minico does on 1st down. This time right up the middle, the pile moves. Boy, that's going to be a nice gain on 1st down, up close to 1st down yardage, Joel. And I believe that was Terry. Gain of 9, 2nd down and 1. Again, Minico sprinting to the line. Handoff, first man through. And that is going to be Bendelay. And Minico moves into Vallivue territory. 1st down from, it looks like the Falcon 47-yard line.
And doing that hurry-up offense that we've seen.
Handoff, Bendelay, big hole right side. He's on the loose. Into the secondary, Bendelay. Bendelay inside the 20. Will they catch him? No. Touchdown, Minico. 47-yard scamper by Bendelay on the Spartans' 2nd possession, and Minico is on the scoreboard 1st.
That's got to feel good for Minico. Yeah, that first drive didn't work out quite as they would have liked, but 2nd drive, a few short plays, and then a nice long touchdown. Break free for 6 points. So Minico on the board 1st.
47-yard run by Bendelay gets the Spartans on the board. And the extra point is up and good. Handling the kicking duties for Minico is number 40, George Solario, beg your pardon, and that kid can kick the ball. So if there's ever a situation where a field goal is needed, Minico's got a guy that can do it. 8:57 to play in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 in favor of the Spartans, and that is the start that Minico wanted, especially coming in here, knowing what happened last year. They needed to set the tone early, and for a moment there, it looked like the tone was going to swing to Valley View's direction on the fumble, but Minico defensively holds, and Minico up 7-zip. And there's the Spartan call to battle. Every time I come over here, I mean, I'm a huge Gladiator movie fan, Joel, and tell you what, that just kind of gets the hair on the back of your neck going.
Definitely. No, the Spartans have officially declared war on the Vallivue Falcons, no?
How about that, right? On the return out across the 30. For Valley View is Jackson Kent. And decent field position for this second drive for Valley View. The first one came up short. Turnover on downs. Let's see what they come up with here next. The line of scrimmage officially the 31, 32-yard line. 8:51 to go here in the opening quarter. This is Farner. And nowhere to go as he hands the ball off to Kent. And Kent swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. May have fallen forward for a yard. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice play by the defensive line. I think the linebackers didn't even get a chance to get there. Scott, the defensive line did a good job of making that first stop. Didn't let him get second level at all. So great stop on the line.
Second down for Valley View. Farner, little read option, calls his own number, and Minico was ready. Boy, that did not fool anybody. Making the tackle was Dane Rasmussen for the Spartans, and a loss on the play will bring up third down and long. And for this Valley View offense, Joel, this is not the position they want to be in, is third and long. This offense is not designed to pick up huge chunks of yardage. It's kind of a ground and pound, chew off 5-6 yards per down, and this third and long stuff is not conducive to this Valley View offense.
Yeah, definitely. We saw this last night in another run-heavy game where they fell behind early and couldn't catch up.
And now the sophomore's in. This is Moore. And it's picked off on the far side. Moore tried to test the waters against that Minico secondary. And making the interception on the far side is Chandler. And Minico is in business off the Valley View turnover.
Yeah, Stockton Chandler read that so well, that cornerback right there in the back. I mean, not a great throw, but Chandler made a really good play there to turn that, kind of weaker throw into an interception. So great defense by the cornerback. Looks like they're going to walk back a bit, maybe stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, well, we've got a penalty flag on the far side, so let's just check the penalty. It's going to go against Minico, but the question is, was it post-possession or no? And it looks like the answer is no. Take the interception off the board is what it appears to be. What a huge break for Valley View. Now, I never did see the official signal. Did you, Joel?
I think it was pass interference on Minico. So Valley View ball, no interception there, Scott.
Wow, big break for the Falcons. They'll take over first down at the 47. Going up top again, and they've got a man open and off the fingertips of the intended receiver. Getting back there behind the secondary was Mayo, and he had a couple of steps. And boy, what an arm by Moore. That's the second time he's gone deep, and what a pretty passer the young sophomore is.
Yeah, that ball came right off his fingertips really nicely, and Mayo just outside of the outstretched hands, his outstretched arms and hands, almost got that, but oof, beautiful ball. Interested that Valley View was throwing a little bit more than we thought there, Scott.
Well, they were, and they've done it twice. They've tried to go up top twice already and nearly hit both of them. We're not done seeing that, I'm sure. This is Farner. And they're alternating the quarterbacks between Hayden Farner and Isaac Moore. Now, when Isaac Moore's in there, it looks more like a passing situation. Farner, kind of the wildcat direct snap, trying to pick his way through traffic, and he managed to pick up 3 there. 3rd down and 7 coming up for Vallivue. Line of scrimmage just shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, Spartans, 3rd down. Let's get loud.
Looks like Farner back in, so wouldn't be surprised if this is another run play.
The pass, Farner going up top again, and that one incomplete, looking for Kent. That one wasn't even close, and that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks like the kicking unit will be coming on for Vallivue to try to shift some of this field position.
Yeah, I think that's the right call here. You tried to go for it last time on 4th down, didn't get it. Get a nice punt, pin them deep in their own territory, and force them to march the field.
Handling the kicking duties is Noah Clark. And on the return for Minico is Preston Cranny on the return. Now, if it sounds like we're a little bit delayed in saying a Minico name, you got to look at these programs. I mean, I'm an older guy. I mean, I'm not that old, but
yeah, a lot of players on that roster,
and so the font is like a -4.
Not too much space to put 14-point font for Scott and I.
No, it's not. Again, with the quick snap, and right up the middle goes Bendelay. And that's a quick 5 yards. I mean, it's just one of those quick-hitting plays. And Minico is winning the battle on 1st down. 2nd down and 5 for the Spartans. 6 minutes and change to go here in the opening quarter, and Minico leads 7-0, courtesy of a 47-yard touchdown run by Bendelay. And that pass incomplete. And Wayman to his left overshot his intended receiver, and now it's 3rd and 5 for Minico. And on this 3rd down, Minico is going to come up short.
Yeah, Vallivue stands strong there on defense and doesn't let him get that 1st down. Good stop by Vallivue.
Well, decision time for the Spartans. I mean, really, it's not a decision.
Yeah.
And here comes the punting unit for Minico. They'll kick it away. Good defensive stop by Vallivue.
Yeah, good. Again, another smart decision by coach to, this time by Minico's coach, to punt that ball and switch the field a bit.
Well, you put a lot of faith in your defense, too. You know, you just don't want to put them in, a rough situation to where they're defending a short field against a pretty good Vallivue offense. And guess what? Here we go. Wow.
Wow is right, Scott. They fake the punt, and Vallivue snuffs it out so easily. Loss of a lot of yards. 1st and 10, Vallivue.
Wow. You know what? There comes a time where you just have to play the odds, right? You just got to play what is the situational football call for here. And, boy, Vallivue was ready for that. Now, all of a sudden, here we are, Vallivue. A very short field. Line of scrimmage right about the 20-yard line, 1st down. Farner, handoff, and tripped right at the line of scrimmage and maybe falling forward for a yard. Nick Gibson makes the tackle.
Yeah, great shoestring tackle by Nick Gibson. Tripped him up, and yeah, you're right. He fell forward just for maybe a yard.
I think that was Mayo, yeah.
Because of that Nick Gibson tackle right at the feet.
Officially no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for Vallivue. Farner, handoff. This is going to be Jackson Kent up the middle. Kind of veered to the left side just a skosh. And Kent, not much happening there. Maybe 3 yards on the play. It'll bring up another 3rd down and long for Valley View. Now, if you're Valley View, Joel, these are the situations without your number 1 running back that you have to take advantage of. They have got to come away with some points here.
Yeah, definitely, especially with 4:12 to go in the first quarter. You want to score here to make sure this game stays close. Give yourself a chance.
This is Farner out of the shotgun. He's got Kent flanked to his left, and now Kent goes to the wing, and here comes Mayo. Mayo takes the handoff, follows his blocker, breaks a tackle, and he's going to be close to that first down, but even if he's short, that put Valley View in 4th and short, but hold the phone. There is a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah,
and it's
looks
going,
like a hold.
Yep, going against Valley View. Well, that's a big play there because even if they didn't get the first down, it was 4th and about a yard. And now it's going to be 3rd down and about 18 to go. And the line of scrimmage pushed all the way back to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Miles sprung free, and I thought, wow, it doesn't happen very often against this Minico defense. They've been playing so well this whole season, and it was because of that hold.
Farner alone in the backfield. Mayo comes back to join him. Play action. Farner rolling to his left, being chased, has to throw it on the run, and throws it away, getting all kinds of pressure from Minico. In the backfield for the Spartans, causing trouble was Finn McCaffrey. And now it's 4th and a mile. Kind of in that no man's land right here, and really forced to go for it. So back in at quarterback is Moore. Moore play action, rolls to his right. Going up top again, and he's got a man with a step, and in and out of the arms of Jackson Kent. That is the 3rd time that Valley View has gotten behind the Minico secondary. And they're 0 for 3, and I'm telling you, Joel, they keep going at that. They're going to hit one.
Definitely. Those have been good passes by the quarterback. Just, again, outside of the reach of his receivers. It's going to connect. You're absolutely right, and it's going to be for a big score.
Well, Minico will pick up 7 yards on first down, Bendelay. And you look at the way this first quarter's gone, 3 minutes to go in the opening frame. The battle of first down is evident. Minico is winning that battle and setting themselves up in 2nd and short, 3rd and short. Bendelay up the middle, has the first down. He's into the secondary and across midfield into Valley View territory. Let's move the sticks. And Bendelay picks up a chunk of change there. And Minico's got a fresh set of downs.
Bendelay, not a tall dude, right? He's only 5'7", but he's 165, and he runs just really well. Kind of elusive there, but not like a quick elusive. Scott, it's just it's really fun to watch him kind of dance and pop left, right as he makes his way through the piles.
Handoff, quick hitter. Bendelay, right side, only a couple. And just to kind of further that point, Joel, he gets himself up the field quickly. You know, you talk about dancing, but he's dancing, moving up and down, right? I mean, he's getting downfield and making his moves, not just kind of horizontally mamboing and letting, the holes close, but he hits them quickly. And that's what I like to see with the Minico running game, and that's why they're so effective. And that time, Valley View ready. First man there was Jaden Gomez for the Falcons. And now it's 3rd down. And we'll call it 6 for Minico. Line of scrimmage at the 45-yard line of Valley View. 1:40, clock is moving. Opening quarter. Scott Burton, Joel Richardson live on IdahoSports.com. First round of the playoffs. Minico, 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Wayman. And we're going to blow this one dead. And that's going to be a false start on Minico, and it's going to be 3rd down and 11 now.
we're here on the visitor side, on the Vallivue side, and the fans we're getting into that third down. Who knows if they affected that false start, but it's fun to see the fans get into it. Even the visiting fans get into it now on this 3rd and long.
Yeah, Vallivue traveled well. From midfield, 3rd down and long. Wayman out of the gun, rolls to his left. The lefty under duress, and down he goes. A couple of Vallivue Falcons were there, led by number 20. That's going to be Alfredo Hernandez, and that'll force Minico into another punting situation.
Well, so besides that touchdown, a lot of good, just really good defensive stops here, Scott, early in this rematch. A little bit unexpected, but it's been really fun to watch these defenses stand up and not give up the big plays.
Minico to kick it away, and this time they do kick it away. And on the return, has a little bit of room, is Austin Belknap. And Belknap will give Vallivue pretty decent field position out across the 40 to the 41 with 44 seconds to go here in the opening quarter.
And Matt Dozier had a really good hit there to knock him out of bounds to end that play, because he had a little bit of room to run, but good tackle by Matt Dozier.
Well, this is one of those games, Joel, that is probably going to go quickly, because we're not going to see the ball aired out a whole lot. A lot of run, and that's why we are just about done here in this first quarter.
Yeah, it's gone by fast. I thought it was just because we were having fun.
Farner under center, tosses it. And this is Kent. Kent getting a lot of work in that backfield, trying to give Mayo a little break. And it's going to be a Kent-Mayo show out of that backfield. Farner mixing in a couple of runs himself. That particular carry picked up about 3 yards, 2nd down and 7. As we are approaching the end of the first quarter, 20 seconds, clock continues to run. Vallivue to the line. Farner under center. And the toss, trying to find some room on that left side, and there is nowhere to go. And that's going to be Belknap thrown to the turf. Preston Cranny was there, and he had some help from teammates. And there were some Vallivue fans that didn't like the roughness of that tackle as the quarter comes to a close. And Minico on top 7-0. One big play is all we had. 47-yard touchdown run by Bendelay. And let's just keep it right here. Gem State Staffing is a proud supporter of Minico football and athletics. Ellie, Danny, and Juan are cheering loud for the Spartans. That's Gem State Staffing. And Kearney Real Estate Team at Keller Williams, specializing in farm and ranch, residential, and commercial, who are soon coming to the Rupert Square. The Kearney family has been part of Minico athletics for 4 generations, and the Kearney Real Estate is proud to be the official real estate team of the Minico Spartans. You know, high school teams can have official real estate teams. Awesome. And Burley Meats, well, we specialize in locally sourced beef, but we are a big fan of all things local. From cheese to pork and everything in between. Busy weeknights, well, we've got you covered with our Take and You Bake meals. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Burley Meats, and that's B-U-R-L-Y, not E-Y, Burley Meats. And we want to thank all of our GameStreams sponsors. Without their partnership with IdahoSports.com, makes it tough to get these games on the air. So many thanks, and we'll be talking more about them as the game goes on. All right, second quarter underway. Flop the sides. It's 3rd down and long. 3rd and 7 for Vallivue, and we're going to blow this one dead as 3rd and 7 just turned into 3rd and 12.
Yeah, 33 Daniel Arios, he knew it too. As soon as he jumped, he put his head down and realized, I just missed the snap. So mistimed that snap, and yeah, like you said, 3rd and long now for Vallivue.
Seven nothing Minico. Start of the second quarter. Scott Burton, Joel Richardson live on IdahoSports.com. So happy to be back in the saddle, working with you for the first time, Joel.
Yeah, Scott, it's been a pleasure so far, man. And what a great game to start with, right? A rematch from last year. Awesome.
Well, here's more going up top again. This time, nobody gets behind the Minico secondary, and nearly picked up in his hands for a moment with the football was number 45. That was Nate Wayman. You know, and that was exactly what we talked about, Joel. And it's almost like they got a little talking to. Do not let anybody behind you. And that play, they did not nearly have the interception.
Yeah, so they played a little bit deeper, allowed a little bit more space, and that time it was a good throw, but to the wrong team. They almost came away with that interception.
Well, you know, the interesting thing about it is, you know, Valley View's going to have to punt now. It's 4th and long. But the interesting thing is when Moore's back there, every time he's thrown, it's been a home run ball. I mean, they've not thrown anything over the middle, nothing intermediate, nothing in the flat, and that ball was kicked by a Spartan. And Minico better fall on it, and they do. Boy, that could have been disaster. It hit the back of the foot of Stockton Chandler, and Joseph Terry saw it and sprinted back to cover it. Now, it's funny because that exact same thing happened when Boise State was playing TCU back in a Fiesta Bowl many, many moons ago, Joel.
Yeah.
And it switched the game entirely. But
Well,
fortunately for Minico, they fall on it and keep possession. Boy, the scrum just slowly moves to the left.
Forward progress ended. He never hit the ground. That was a really good scrum. Those
Yeah.
you rugby fans out there probably appreciated that play.
Ah, no kidding. I think that was Joseph Terry on the carry. Gain of a couple, 2nd down from Minico. Opening moments here of the 2nd quarter. And again, right up the middle, Valley View stout on defense. That was Bendelay making the tackle for Valley View was Jaden Gomez, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about, we'll call it 3 for Minico. And this is kind of what the grounded pound does. 5 yards of play and 4 yards of play, 3 yards of play, and you set yourself up for 3rd and short. Minico sprinting to the line again. Quick snap, handoff. Oh, and Valley View was waiting. JT Garza nowhere to go, as there were a host of Valley View Falcons led by Isaiah Ross. And here we go again. Minico forced to punt. Now, this is not what Minico's used to. Minico's used to moving the sticks, putting points on the board. But defensively, Valley View has shown up to play and should get pretty good field position out of this punt. Return man standing right at midfield, and the kick is away. Fair catch called for and made by Belknap at the 45-yard line. So Valley View, another drive starting in really good field position, yet to get the offense clicking.
And Valley View, again, great defensive stop, great defensive series by Valley View. Just really impressed tonight so far, Scott, with Valley View's defense. Minico's, they score a lot of points, like you said earlier. Don't have the stat in front of me, but they score a ton of points.
Well,
and
both
Valley
of these
View has
teams
held them so far.
Both of these teams, Joel, are averaging over 35 points a game. And it's been the defenses that have dominated so far. Farner to throw, being chased and hit as he throws, and it has to throw it away. Closest man was Noah Clark. But again, good pressure by Minico. Nick Gibson in the backfield for the Spartans, 2nd down.
Yeah, good pursuit by Gibson, but good decision by the quarterback to get that ball thrown away. No intentional grounding. Was able to. Someone was in the area, but good decision to not take the sack and throw it away. Live for another down. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10. Farner lost the snap, picks it up, and then runs towards the Minico sideline. Knocked out of bounds near midfield. A broken play turned into a pretty decent gain on 2nd down. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds. Over the midfield stripe, so give him 6.
Sometimes those broken plays, they don't just throw off the offense, but they throw off the defense. And, you know, we saw this last night in the game we did last night with Lighthouse versus Murtaugh. Lighthouse had a bunch of fumbled snaps, but it worked out for them almost every time.
Ball's got to bounce your way sometimes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. On the run is Mayo. Mayo loose in the secondary. Down the far side. Mayo breaks a tackle. And into the end zone goes Mayo. Holy cow. Big play. 45-yard run by Mayo. And Vallivue answers.
Very similar play to Minico's run, right? On that far right side, far sideline. And they get 6. So 2 big plays for our first 2 scores of the night. There, Scott.
Wow. And Vallivue is a team that goes for 2. So off the right side into the end zone, extra point, 2-point conversion rather, is good.
Nice run, kind of that B gap, middle right. Gets a nice block from his lineman, in for 2. They're up 8-7.
And
Woo, what a
Vallivue's
game.
got the lead. Well, here we are in the second quarter. And I'm not sure anybody thought this would be our score.
I definitely didn't, Brandon. Just based on how many points Minico has put on the board, how many points they've defended, they've kept off the field. Figured Minico would be scoring more and Vallivue would be scoring less, but that's why you play the game, right?
Absolutely, it's why you play the game. Well, the thing is, it's going to be interesting to see exactly how this group from Minico responds, because all the kids that are here, almost all of them, were around last year on the team that got upset by Vallivue. On the return is JT Garza, and Minico will try to answer, but just to kind of, get on that point again, is you come out of the gates and you're loose and you're fired up. Things don't go your way. Now do you start to tighten? What happens now? And do flashbacks from 365 days ago start to creep into your head? And I know we're only in the second quarter, but you can't help but think that.
Totally. Yep. They're kids. We'll let this play go and we'll talk some more. Nice play to that far left sideline.
Yeah, and that was Wayman on the carry. Nice gain on first down.
Yeah, they're kids, and this happened. Like you said, it's the same. It's almost the same squad, same personnel, same coach. Yeah, for sure, you can't help but go into this think like, okay, we got this, but they did this last year, or is it happening again? Got to stay strong mentally, Scott.
And this becomes a pretty good, important drive for the Psyche. Wayman to the air, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended for Joseph Terry, and it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Minico. In these games, momentum, it's an ebb and flow of momentum. And right now, Vallivue has stolen it. Minico is going to try to get it back. Hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage. There were 5 Vallivue Falcons there, led by Alfredo Hernandez. Got a little bit of help from Emerson Waldall. And Vallivue has forced Minico into another punting situation.
Yeah, I think for those of us who keep kind of being surprised by so far this 8-7 score, Vallivue leading, you mentioned this at the beginning of the broadcast, Scott, that Vallivue's strength of schedule is one of the toughest in Idaho. We got to remember that when we're watching, we're looking at these stats and points for, points against. Vallivue, they've played some tough teams. And while they've lost to a lot of those tough teams, they've played them and they've scored points against them. So, maybe we shouldn't be so surprised that they're playing so well tonight against Minico.
No, I think you're absolutely right. And the point is well taken. You look at records and then you get deceived really quickly. This is a quality Vallivue team. And records go out the window when you start the playoffs anyway. And it's all about gelling at the right time. It's about toughness. It's about momentum and all of that kind of stuff. And Vallivue, they're here because they're good. They're here because they're a dang good football team. And Minico is a dang good football team. So, it's the margin of error when you get to this point isn't as big as it is in the regular season. And so you're going to get these kinds of things. And now it becomes a chess match. Now it becomes a test of toughness. And Minico's going to kick this one away on 4th down. And they're going to let that one drop and down at the 31-yard line. That's where Vallivue takes over. Now, as important as that drive was for Minico, this can be an important drive for Vallivue because right now they've got Big Mo on their side.
Yeah, and you score here, you go up 2 scores, that's a huge lead, especially against, both teams, right, ground and pound football. It's hard to catch up when you're down 2 scores.
Eight minutes to go, second quarter action. Still plenty of football to go. But Vallivue with the lead, 8-7. And that's going to be Farner just right up the middle, quarterback sneak, if you will. Trying to muster some positive yardage on first down, which really has not been their friend tonight.
You know, we've seen a lot of Farner in this second quarter, Scott.
We have. And the thing that I am interested to see is whether or not Vallivue is going to try to throw the football with their sophomore underneath or in the flat.
Yeah, those screenplays can be really useful, quick slants.
And Mayo with that wing T double reverse type of stuff that's so hard to see.
And hard to film.
It is.
We totally missed that play. Apologize for our viewers out there.
And that picked up a nice chunk on second down, sets up third and short, something we haven't said a whole lot for Vallivue tonight. Third down and a short 2 for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, their own 39. Boy, look at that little trickeration. That's Farner out of the backfield. Farner down the far side, inside the 30, knocked out of bounds at the 25. Boy, it just looked like student body right up the middle, and Farner just busts out of there on the right side, turns the corner. And Farner got popped on his way out of bounds, hit hard, and he is still down on the Minico bench.
Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him, but yeah, he took a decent shot there to end the play. Great play by Farner on the outside. Nice trickery. Got most of us, some of the fans said, there he goes, and sure enough, he took off. But yeah, to end that play, got hit hard. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, we're checking him out now, and it's hard to see kind of what the issue is. But, you know, for Vallivue, after losing Fox last week, this is not what they need. I mean, depth is a problem for just about every team. But you can't afford to lose this guy who's been doing a whole lot for you. Well, the good news is he's walking off under his own power. And it's hard to speculate what the problem was, but it's a good sight to see, and it's encouraging.
Yeah, walking off on his own power, it's good. Maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. Let's hope he's okay, and he can come back and continue to fight for his Falcons.
Yeah, he looks pretty good coming off the field, and that's going to send Isaac Moore, the sophomore quarterback, into the mix, leading the way.
And Moore has shown that he can run. He's got good running stats. I think over 100 rushing yards for him or so. So he can definitely bring it as well.
Yeah, let's see what changes here. Moore out of the gun for Vallivue. Mayo with the ball. Turns the corner, left side's got some room. Inside the 20 he goes. And a nice gain on first down. Tackle made by Dozier.
Nice read by Maudis to get out on the edge, make a quick move outside, and got that first down. Really nice run by Mayo.
Yeah, so good pickup on first down. We'll give him 7 or 8 on the play. And it'll bring up second down and 3. Moore out of the gun. He will keep it himself and ahead close to the yard or to the line to gain. It'll depend on the spot, but it looks like he got 4 yards, needed 3. Sticks will move. Valley View.
Wow, really strong run there by Vallivue to get that first down. Really impressed with this drive, Scott.
Absolutely, and now they're in the red zone. We've got 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here. First half action. And Valley View with the 8-7 lead, knocking on the door, looking for more. Again, more out of the gun. More. Play action, rolls to his right. Now there's the throws we were talking about. Something out in the flat, and it's complete for minimal gain. On the reception was Sean Gassett.
But those kind of, on the flats, on those quick screen plays, slants, those can kind of open up the field, get the defense thinking, okay, maybe they're going wide, and then you can bust a run through the middle there, Scott.
Absolutely, and that will set up the long pass that they have almost hit on 3 or 4 times tonight. Gain of about a yard on that pass completion. It'll be 2nd down and 9. More out of the gun again. This is Kent handing it to Mayo. Mayo breaks a tackle, and then Mayo gets stood up and hit by Chandler. Minimal gain on the play. Is Minico defensively stout there in the middle? Maybe a yard, and that's all. It'll be 3rd down for Valley View. We'll call it 3rd down and 8 for the Falcons. And for this Minico defense, Joel, this is a huge possession.
Yeah, I want to hold them here so they are forced to kick the field goal. Very important defensive
which they
play
don't
here.
ever do.
Right.
And the swing pass out into the flat, complete to Kent. And then Kent is dumped by Twiss. Short of the first down. And it will bring up 4th down and short. Now here comes the play of the half. We're under 4 minutes to go. Valley View with the 8-7 lead. Valley View with the football. 4th down and 4 from the Minico 9-yard line. This is one of those plays that can really set the tone for the rest of the game. Here we go. More under center. And this play is not going to happen as we have a timeout taken by Valley View. Let's keep it right here and recognize some more of our GameStream sponsors. MEP Meals. Twin Falls is a weekly meal prep and delivery service. We are locally owned and operated. We deliver to most of the Magic Valley from Bliss to Burley. We also have a pickup location in Twin Falls and Burley. And we offer over 70 preset menu items as well as custom meals. All of our meals are made fresh each week, are never frozen, and no added preservatives. We know that cooking and eating healthy can be a challenge, and that's why we are here to help. There is no cooking or dishes for you. All you have to do is order and heat up your meals. That is MEP Meats. And Turnkey Realty. No problem, too big or small. We fix it all and make dreams happen. Southern Idaho's key team for your real estate needs. And finally, we have Greg Harwood. And I always mess that up. It's not a D in there. Greg Harwood is a proud supporter of Minico Athletics and would like to wish the boys good luck at state this year. All right, here we go. Big play right now for both teams. 4th down and 4 from the Minico 9-yard line. Moore out of the gun. Moore will keep it himself. Looks to throw. Fires to the end zone. To the goal line, and it's caught, but short of the end zone. That's going to be a 1st down.
Wow. Really good scramble there. Scrambles to the outside of the pocket. Threads that needle for the completion. 1st and goal, Valley View.
Jackson Kent was right on the goal line. Had to come back to about the 1 to make the catch, and does, as Moore threw a strike. And now Valley View, 1st and goal from the Minico 2. 3 minutes and change to go here in the 2nd quarter.
Isaac Moore playing like an upperclassman.
Handoff. Mayo picking his way to the goal line. Close. And he's short. Down to the 1.
you're Vallivue here, I think you keep running the rock.
I got it. 8-7 Minico, or excuse me, Vallivue to the goal line and short. Minico saying the ball came loose, but I'm afraid that the ball came out after Kent hit the turf.
Let's get loud, Spartans.
Here we go, 1st and goal. They get the push.
And the push, touchdown Vallivue.
Nice push up front by the offensive line. They stood on their feet, kept pushing, touchdown. 6 points for Vallivue. PAT, I guess a 2-point conversion pending.
And Joel, I was messing with our scoreboard there, and I did not see who got the touchdown.
I saw a giant pile, and I missed it as well.
And now the 2-point conversion. Flips, and it's no good. Came up just a little bit short, but tack on 6 more for Vallivue to extend the lead. 14-7, Vallivue over Minico with 2:08 to go before the break. Joel didn't see this one coming.
No, Vallivue is just playing really good football. 14.
Mixer.
There we go. Here we go, and we're back. Little technical difficulty, folks.
Well, clumsy guy in here just kind of trips over a mixer cord, and that's kind of what happens.
But no, you asked, we didn't see this coming, or you remarked we didn't see this coming. Absolutely, we didn't see this coming. But you know who did see this coming was Vallivue, practicing all week,
Absolutely.
staying mentally tough, and knowing we've been here before, we've won this game before, we can do it again.
Boy, Vallivue was way off sides on that kick, no flag. And on the return, Minico out across the 30 to the 31. And that was Joseph Terry. So with 2 minutes to go here before the half, Minico would love to knock something into the end zone. To the line quickly we go. Handoff. First man through, and again, not a lot of room for Bendelay. Bendelay ahead for a couple of yards, give him 3, 2nd down. Minico in the hurry-up offense here as we're under 2 minutes to go before the half. Chandler into the gun, flanked by Bendelay. Chandler to third, Weymouth to throw. Weymouth going up top, and it's knocked away. In coverage for Vallivue was Austin Belknap.
Yeah, good coverage by Austin Belknap. Good throw, but just too far and incomplete.
Riker Stimpson, the intended receiver, brings up 3rd down. Clock stopped at 1:39 to go before the break.
I do like that play call, though, there, Scott, to throw it up, see if you can get it, and also stops the clock.
Quickly to the line we go. Weymouth out of the gun. Weymouth to throw. Looks to his right, steps up into the pocket, and now he's on the run. Weymouth's got the 1st down, and out at midfield is where he's finally tackled with 1:31 to go.
But we got a flag.
Bringing it back. We've got a holding call against Minico. Wipe out the run by the Spartans. Carson Weymouth, the 6'1", 205-pound quarterback. Nice gain, all for naught. And Minico knocked back inside the 30 to the 29. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 for Minico. Clock is now running, 1:25 to go. Minico to the line quickly. Weymouth to throw. Weymouth What a ball by Wayman right at the sticks, and that looks like it's going to be a first down. Pass complete to Terry, and I tell you what, that was a heck of a pass by Wayman.
Yeah, just over the outstretched arms of the LB and just shallow of the DB. Really good pass.
4th down and 1. They did not get it. Wayman's on the move. This is a big, big down. Wayman throws it again. This time it's caught on the far side. And off to the races. The ball comes out. On the reception was Riker Stimson. And a fumble deep in Vallivue territory recovered by the Falcons.
What a crazy play there, Scott. I mean,
well, that whole sequence, Joel, was
insane.
Bananas because Minico rushed to the line on 4th and 1. It looked like initially they had the first down at 3rd and long. They didn't. They run to the line on 4th and 1. It's a pass play. They were lucky to get the reception as Stimson came up with it,
Yeah, that was
broke a
super
tackle,
tight.
free down the sideline, and then a chasing defender strips it. Vallivue turns Minico away with 44 seconds to go before the break.
I thought Minico was on their way to score, and
And Vallivue will take a knee and head to the locker room content with a 14-7 lead. Boy, I tell you what, the ball has not bounced Minico's way here in the first half.
no, and Vallivue is very fortunate there. But, hey, the great defensive play to knock that ball loose and then the jump on it, just really good. A touchdown-saving play there.
And both teams will head to the locker room with the score that nobody predicted. At the half, it's Vallivue 14, Minico 7. We will step away and be right back to Minico High School right after this.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I had my seatbelt on.
Through storms and bad weather, sure as the sun.
You're welcome. These are hot chocolate milk. You're welcome.
From the desert to the freezing cold, wish I could see it from the stars.
Your bagels and cream cheese. Can I get you anything else? Okay, great. Try it out.
Greatest stories ever told. Every day is a blessing if you're
We're working together to build a more sustainable future. Learn more at unbottled.com.
I'm Jen Mengelke-Seiler, and I'm from Moscow. I think it's really important to get vaccinated because it's not just about me and my health, it's about the people around me. We have a lot of friends who have disabilities or have different health conditions. I want to make sure I don't make anyone sick. So we chose to get vaccinated to keep each other healthy.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Yeah, I know a little something about myths. Like the myth that speeding isn't dangerous. Oh, and that myth you can tailgate at a safe distance. Or that you could safely weave in and out of traffic. Don't be fooled by myths. You'll get yourself into a hairy situation. Stay focused on the road. Be a legend like me. Have you heard the one about Charlie over at Pay Lake?
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho.
Health yeah!
Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
I'm Rick. I live here in Rupert. The more that we can keep the virus under control, the better for everyone, and especially people with disabilities that comes with being aged, because usually have other underlying issues. I actually suffer from diabetes now, so that even increases my odds that if I do get the virus, it could be devastating for me.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
If a pedestrian is hit by a car going 20 miles per hour, there's a 90% chance he will survive. At 30 miles per hour, the likelihood of survival decreases to 60%. And at 40 miles per hour, it goes down to 20%. 10 miles per hour makes all the difference. You're in the driver's seat. You have the power to save lives.
Welcome back to Minico High School. Halftime score, 14-7 in favor of Vallivue. This is a shocker in the making, especially if you consider what happened last year. We've got the number 3 seed, the Minico Spartans, at home. Or excuse me, the number 4 seed. That's a whole different conversation, Joel, isn't it?
Right.
Taking on the number 13 seed, Vallivue, in the opening round of the 4A state football playoffs. And, you know, for those that don't know the story behind this, you know, this was a team that last year that Minico thought was destined for great things. They had a fantastic regular season, undefeated. Come into the opening round playoffs, almost a similar ranking as they have right now, against Vallivue, and Vallivue pulled the upset right here on this field. Okay, so the storyline there is that all those kids, a lot of those kids from Minico, are coming back this year. They remember that. It was 365 days ago approximately. And this has been the talk and the talk and the talk around the valley is Minico has got to get it done in the postseason, or everything that they did in the regular season doesn't mean anything. They earned the number 4 seed. They were a 3 seed up until Sunday. We'll We can talk about that later.
Another conversation. Right.
Check out our podcast.
Yep.
But Vallivue and their head coach, Lane Coffin, they have come in with a defensive game plan that has absolutely bottled up Minico. And Minico cannot seem to get it going on the offensive end. In fact, let's check the scoring really quick. In the first quarter, it was Minico that struck first. 8:57 to go. It was a 47-yard run by Bendelay. Extra point good, 7-0 Minico. Move to the second quarter, and this is where Vallivue took over. 9:37 to go. It was Mayo, a 45-yard run. The two-point conversion is good, and it's 8-7 Vallivue. And then Vallivue does it again with about 2 minutes to go before the break on a 1-yard run. And the two-point conversion fails, and it's 14-7. And here we are.
And when Japheth Bendelay got that first touchdown, I thought, okay, this is the Minico we know. This is what we're going to see. They've finally broken free. They've broken open, and they're going to start scoring. But like you said, Vallivue has come in with a really good defensive game plan to keep everything in front of them and stay nice and tight on that line, bring in the linebackers in. Nothing in the middle, nothing on the edge. Vallivue has been staying strong on defense and keeping that Minico running game from breaking out for big plays.
Yeah, and this is a game that will, on the top side of the bracket, the winner of this will play the winner of Blackfoot and Hillcrest next week. And then we've got all these games going on in Idaho Sports. So, if you're a football fan and you are jumping around tonight throughout the brackets, man, there is no place that you want to be other than Idaho Sports, because we've got video on a lot of these, audio on all of them, and we've got some really good games going on. And this one, no different. 14-7 at the break. Vallivue, the number 13 seed, leading the number 4 seed at their house. We are just seconds away from resuming play here in the second half. And let's say hello to Sputnik. Sputnik is an international company meeting the needs of potato growers in both field and storage equipment across the globe. Sputnik's customer-focused commitment to the potato industry has allowed them to grow and invest millions of dollars in research and development in manufacturing methods and potato equipment technology. This investment continues to put Sputnik on the cutting edge of machinery development and as a partner with potato growers to feed the world. Their corporate headquarters are located in Blackfoot, and Sputnik is proud to support the local high schools and their student athletes. And before we resume play, let's thank Gem State Staffing. Gem State Staffing is a proud supporter of Minico football athletics. Ellie, Danny, and Juan are cheering loud for the Spartans. And Kearney Real Estate Team at Keller Williams, specializing in farm and ranch, residential and commercial, who are soon coming to the Rupert Square. The Kearney family has been part of Minico athletics for 4 generations, and the Kearney Real Estate Group is proud to be the official real estate team of the Minico Spartans. And let's hit one more, Burley Meats. Burley Meats, we specialize in locally sourced beef, but we are a big fan of all things local, from cheese to pork and everything in between. Busy weeknights? Well, we've got you covered with our take and you bake meals. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Burley Meats. That's B-U-R-L-Y Meats. And then we have MEP Meats. MEP Meals, Twin Falls, is a weekly meal prep and delivery service. We are locally owned and operated. We deliver to most of the Magic Valley from Bliss to Burley, and we also have a pickup location in Twin Falls and in Burley. We offer over 70 preset menu items as well as custom meals. All of our meals are made fresh each week and are never frozen, and no added preservatives. We know that cooking and eating healthy can be a challenge, and that's why we're here to help. There is no cooking or dishes for you. All you have to do is order and heat up your meals. That's MEP. And then Turnkey Realty, no problem, too big or small. We fix it all and make dreams happen. Southern Idaho's key team for your real estate needs, Turnkey Real Estate. And a big shout out to Greg Harwood State Farm. Greg Harwood is a proud supporter of Minico Athletics and would like to wish the boys good luck at state this year. Greg Harwood State Farm. Well, we are just about ready for the second half. And if you are Minico, what is your mindset right now?
Yeah, you're feeling deja vu right now, Scott. Vallivue is up 14-7 at the break. I don't remember what the score was at the break last year, but the fact that Vallivue is up, I just feel like Vallivue has a lot of confidence going into the second half. And if you're Minico, you're trying to stay mentally tough. We talked about this earlier. You got to stay mentally tough. Keep believing. It's amazing what that positive mindset can do for an athlete, right? You got to keep believing that, hey, we still got this. We're still good. We're only down a touchdown. Vallivue did miss that 2-point conversion, so it's a 7-point game right now. A touchdown and an extra point ties it up. So you're good if you're Minico. Stay mentally strong. Keep playing your game. Follow the game plan. Trust each other, and you should be just fine going into the second half.
You know what? And I think that is exactly what Keelan McCaffrey had to say in that locker room, because, you don't want your kids falling back a year ago thinking, okay, here we go again. This is going to test your mettle. And these kids from Minico are tough. And so are these kids from Vallivue, as we're finding out. And it's going to be Vallivue to get the kickoff to start the second half.
Nice kick.
And Minico on the coverage. Bottles up the return man. And on the return was Jackson Kent. So for the defense of Minico, this is a huge opening possession. See how they respond coming out of the locker room. Vallivue. Moore, handoff to Kent, right side, trying to find some room. Nice gain on first down. And Kent nearly picks up 10. He may have moved the sticks. Tackle for Minico was Ian Bingham. And stopped just shy of the first down marker, gain of 9. And hey, Joel, the thing that we talked about early that started to switch was Vallivue started to get a lot better on first down. Early on, they were putting themselves in second and long, third and long, and now they are getting a lot of yards on first down, and that's making a huge difference. And this is Mayo. Mayo will have the first down out towards the 30. And the sticks move for the Falcons. Opening moments here in the third quarter.
When you're a coach, you love seeing those those good first down plays that get you really good positive yards. It's much more manageable, right, when you can get those first downs and not wait for the second and third to make the big conversions.
1st and 10 for Vallivue on their opening possession here in the second half. Mayo, left side's got some room. He's out in space. And an open field tackle may have saved a whole lot of damage for Minico. That was Paxton Twiss. And Paxton Twiss all of a sudden found himself on an island.
Yeah, Bingham came in there as well to help, but really, it was Paxton Twiss to make that potentially touchdown-saving tackle. Really good open field tackle. Stayed firm on his feet, made the play.
Vallivue having some success on the edge. Mayo runs into a host of Spartans after a short gain. Gain of 3, second down. Line of scrimmage out across the 45 to the 46. 10 minutes to go, third quarter action. Scott Burton, Joel Richardson, live on IdahoSports.com. Opening round of the 4A state playoffs, and we've got a good one. Second down for Vallivue. This is Moore still in at quarterback. This will be Kent trying to find room, breaks a tackle, and picks up maybe a couple before losing his footing and falling right at the feet of Gabe Ramirez. It'll be third down.
Yeah, good tackle by Gabe Ramirez and Stockton Chandler there as well to make that tackle. But Gabe Ramirez there to make that first stop. Got his feet, tripped him up. And, as it gets cold also, as it gets colder as this night goes on, it gets a little more slippery. And the throwing plays, when they have them, are going to be tougher as well.
Third down for Vallivue, just shy of midfield. Moore out of the gun, hands it to Kent, now it's to Mayo. Minico not fooled. It'll be 4th down.
Cool little play call by Vallivue. 2 pitches, but maybe one too many there, Scott. Minico snuffed it out, made the good tackle, brings up 4th and 5.
And it looks like Vallivue is going to try to flip the field position here. They send on the punting unit. Big stand for the Minico defense.
Now you talked about this was a big Minico defensive drive here, right? Defensive series, and they were up for the task.
And that punt trickles into the end zone. And touchback for Minico. They'll have it on their opening possession here in the second half. 14-7 is your score. And let's see what the Minico offense can do. They have been bottled up by this Vallivue defense so far. And we talked about it, scoring 36 points a game as Minico having their way with people. But the offense is sputtering right now. Give a lot of credit to Vallivue. And that's Bendelay. Bendelay with a nice gain on 1st down, trying to find some room on that right side.
You know, Vallivue has been having some success on the edge. You wonder if Minico could try that as well. They've kind of kept going, you know, right middle, left middle, but maybe hopping outside to the edge might give them a little bit more running room.
And there's a 1st down run. That's going to be Bendelay again as the sticks move. Under 8 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter.
Minico relying heavily on Bendelay these last 2, I guess the whole game so far. He's been running really well. Keep riding that. Keep riding that momentum.
And there's that little double handoff in that wing T formation. And this time not a ton of room for Joseph Terry. Give him maybe 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, got 2 yards on that carry. Nice, good job to keep his legs moving and get a few yards in that 1st down.
Handoff right side again. Vallivue there defensively. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, gobbled up there. They stay nice and tight there on the line. Linebackers came in and made the stop. Nowhere to go. Minico had nowhere to go there.
Yeah, Bendelay just found no room, and it's 3rd down and 7. And the line of scrimmage is really being won by Vallivue, especially on the defensive end. Wayman back to pass, waiting, overshoots his receiver, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Jackson Kent. Into Minico territory he goes. It'll be 1st down Vallivue on the turnover, the 3rd turnover by Minico in this football game.
You know, last night being at Murtaugh and Lighthouse Christian forced 6 turnovers on Murtaugh, and that was the difference of the game. The game was close enough, but Murtaugh just kept turning the ball over. Again, this 8-man football a little bit different, but again tonight, who's winning this game right now? Vallivue. Who's caused more turnovers? Vallivue.
And that's the story so far. Minico cannot get a drive going, and they've turned it over 3 times. Moore, play action, steps back. They're going to go for the home run. And it's picked off. Minico gets it right back with the interception for the Spartans. Is Wayman.
Nice work by Wayman to follow that ball, keep his eyes on the ball, and was able to get the interception. And so now Minico has the ball once again, but this time deeper in their territory than the last drive.
So could that be the spark that Minico needed? Blow that play dead. And it looks like we've got a timeout. Timeout taken by Vallivue. 14-7, 6-16. We'll take a break. We'll be right back to Minico right after this.
Deers.
Back here in Minico High School, 14-7 is your score. Vallivue with the lead. Minico with the football following back-to-back interceptions on consecutive plays. Minico on first down, handoff. Bendelay, nowhere to go. Kent brings him down. Beg your pardon, that was number 22 for Minico. Garza. Pickup of 7, second down and 3 for Minico. Game cruising right along, under 6 minutes now to go here in the third. And there's Bendelay. Bendelay has enough for the first down. Sticks will move, and the drive continues.
Bendelay is such a good runner. Running between tackles, he really can find those holes when they're there. But Vallivue has been doing such a good job tonight of covering those holes. But Bendelay, when they're there, he takes advantage of them.
First down, Spartans. Wayman under center, handoff. And that on the right side is Garza. Garza ahead for maybe a yard. Second down, 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Minico quickly to the line. This is Terry. Terry trying to find some room, turns the corners, got enough for a first down, and run out of bounds just shy of the 40 in front of the Vallivue bench.
You know, I've been calling for a Minico to try to use those edges a little bit more, and they got it that time. They went to the far edge. Well, I guess our edge, but for them it was the far edge, right? Ran a long way to get there, but he got to the edge, got first down. Nice play by Terry.
Well, Vallivue found success doing the exact same thing. I mean, both of these teams are stout up the middle. You may break one here and there, but the edges have been successful. Wayman to throw, under pressure. The lefty dials it up. He's got a man wide open. And this is going to be a Minico touchdown, a breakdown in coverage, and into the end zone goes J.T. Garza.
Wow.
Touchdown, Spartans.
Excuse me, Scott. Great call. Wow, what an offensive play decision to maybe it was looks like broken coverage, but good play call. A little bit to the middle, outside edge, and then throw for the touchdown.
And Minico an extra point away from tying the game. And it's up and good. And at the 4:23 mark of the third quarter, we are tied. Minico 14, Vallivue 14. And Big Mo has shifted again.
Classic we have out here on our hands, Scott. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better first round, right? First round playoff game for these two teams. Rematch from last year, 14-14 with 4:23 to go in the third quarter. Just a treat to be here tonight with you broadcasting this game.
And this is what the playoffs are all about. Throw records out the window, throw the rankings and the seeds out the window. Every team is good, and every team has earned the right to be here. So you're going to get these. And people get so caught up in numbers that they don't realize that this 5-4 team is pretty dang good. And they're giving number 4 seed everything they can handle. Well, let's see what Sparty does defensively now after the big play touchdown. And here we go on the return. Out across the 25 goes Belknap. You know, on that first drive, Joel, Hayden Farner, the guy that got knocked out on that far side, did not get into the game, yet he was still dressed on the sideline.
Yeah, I hope he's okay, but if your team's playing well, I mean, even if they aren't playing well, you don't want to take a chance with kids' health. You want to make sure they're good and ready think is that him, number 7?
Number 7. It looks like somebody's back into the game.
So we spoke too soon, but yeah, you do hope he's okay, as long, taking care of kids' health and making sure they can play and play well, but also play healthy.
So Farner back in, and he fakes the handoff on the option, or the read option rather, loses his footing, and down he goes. Loss on the play.
Comes up hobbling a bit there, Scott.
And out of the game he goes. Yeah, he just doesn't look like he's 100%. Yeah, he's a little gimpy on the sidelines. Yeah, left knee it looks like. So anyway, back into the game is Moore, and his pass is incomplete. 3rd and long upcoming. Pass intended for Brock Wilson on the far side. And a 3rd and long. This was the nemesis of Vallivue in that first quarter before they flipped the script in that second period. 3rd down and about 14 for Vallivue.
Yeah, and Farner, he was the guy getting a lot of those yards, pushing that ball a lot. So you wonder if him being out is gonna, cause them to struggle a bit. But they still have Mayo, and Mayo's been having a great game. So let's see what happens.
And we've got whistles before the snap here. Offsides Minico. Now 3rd and 14 turns into 3rd and 9. Still 3rd down and long for Vallivue. Third down and 9 for Vallivue. Under center is Moore. He will look to throw, and now he's running for his life. Evades one tackler, trying to fight for the first down, and will not get there. Good open field tackle by Brevin Trenkle. First time we've called his number tonight.
Yeah, it was a good read by Trenkle to stay patient, make sure the quarterback couldn't get past him, couldn't get that first down. Pursued, tackled, and that brings up 4th and 5.
Yeah, and more importantly, it does force Vallivue into a punting situation. And the defense of Minico holds. And there's the kick. Terry trying to get a handle on it, finally scoops it up and around the 20 and is quickly buried. Good job by special teams unit of Vallivue. And, you talk to both of these coaches throughout the week, and they both say the same thing. I mean, special teams could be a difference. You've got to be sharp in special teams. You cannot give a team like Minico or Vallivue an edge in that department by blowing a coverage, by fumbling a kickoff, or doing something stupid like that. And so far, both teams on the special teams department have been outstanding. And this is Terry on first down.
And to that point, Scott, the playoffs, you mentioned early in this game, in the playoffs, the margin of error is thin. I would add razor thin. And that margin of error can be helped or hurt by those special teams.
Absolutely. No gain for Terry on first down. It's 2nd down and 10. Quick handoff. And again, not a lot of room. Bendelay, the ball carrier this time. In on the tackle, a bunch of Falcons led by Jaden Gomez.
Football is a fun sport because it's a chess match like you've mentioned before. Maybe a couple runs in the middle to kind of lull them to sleep and maybe pop outside or pop for a long throw.
3rd down and 7. Wayment to throw. And it's incomplete on the far side. Minico will be forced into a punting situation now.
I like the play call to try to open things up, but he was not open. So I don't know if he was trying to throw it out, but ball goes incomplete. Brings up, I thought it was 4th down, but 3rd and 7?
Nope. They just haven't changed the scoreboard.
Okay, yeah. Brings up 4th down.
And Vallivue should get decent field position out of this. Kick is away, end over end, and takes a big Minico bounce inside the 30. And again, a special teams play by Minico saves some field position there.
Yeah, nice, like you said, a nice Minico bounce there. Wasn't a great kick, but then it bounced all the way to that 29-yard line or so. So Vallivue is kind of back where they are. So here we go back and forth, punt after punt, trying to get some advantage using those special team skills.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We are tied at 14. More out of the gun. Handoff, Mayo left side, picking his way through traffic. And then gang tackled by a bunch of Spartans. Number 45, that was Wayman leading the way for the defense. Good gain on first down.
Yeah, we haven't called Miles number two too much this second half, but Miles with a good run there up the middle and taking on 4 or 5 Spartan tacklers. Nice run.
Second down and 3. Right up the middle, quarterback sneak just trying to push the pile is Moore. Minico thinks they've got the football. They do.
Wow.
Coming out of the pack with it was McCaffrey. Moore just took the quarterback sneak right up the middle, and I think McCaffrey, or it might have been Trinkle, I'm not really sure, got in there and just ripped it away.
Great job. In those scrums, you never quite know, so you keep pushing, you keep scratching, and even, you try to keep stripping that ball out until you know that play is dead.
So Minico with the football following the turnover. And trying some room on the outside is Garza, and not a lot of room to be had. Now going back to that defense of Minico, Minico touts 3 of the best linebackers in the state. I mean, their linebacking core are as good as it gets. Nick Gibson, Brevin Trinkle, and Finn McCaffrey.
And there they were on that stop to get that fumble.
And there's that is Terry, the speedster, and we've got a Vallivue Falcon down. Popping right back up was Emerson Waldall.
Good to see he's okay, but good run by Terry there. You want to make sure everyone's running well, so you're not just leaning on one guy.
Third and short, Bendelay has enough for the first down. The sticks will move. The drive continues, and that might do it for this third quarter. And that will do it for this third quarter of play. You couldn't ask for anything more through 3 quarters, Joel. We are tied heading into the fourth and final period, the opening round of the state playoffs. It's Minico 14, Vallivue 14. We'll be right back.
Specializing in orthopedic care, sports medicine, and certified hand therapy, Burley Physical Therapy works closely with you to minimize your pain and maximize your function. We also provide the only in-house aquatic therapy in the Magic Valley. Now proudly partnered with Elite Fitness as a full-service health club, we have the unique ability to continue our hands-on approach between your recovery and customized independent programs. Exclusive to the area, Elite Sports Performance offers the only certified Sports Metrics knee injury prevention program. We also have multiple performance classes for all age groups that focus on athletic fundamentals through elite training. Burley Physical Therapy and the Elite family, partnering for a lifetime of health.
Welcome back to Minico. Fourth quarter in a tie ball game. Winner survives, loser turns in their gear on Monday. Will it be Minico, the number 4 seed, Or will it be Vallivue, the number 13, trying to pull the upset for the second consecutive year on this field?
We've talked about mental toughness, Scott. Here's where it really counts, right? Fourth quarter, tie game.
Terry bounces outside left. Terry's got some room, breaks a tackle. Terry run out of bounds inside the 20, but we have a penalty flag on the field. It's coming back. Holding is the call against Minico.
I was going to say, Terry, what a great run, but a hold will pull that back. That's just devastating for Terry because got them, looked like, into the red zone. That's going to come back. Second and long.
And holding is a point of infraction penalty. So wherever the hold took place is where they start marking the yardage back. And so if it happened down the field like it did, it's going to be second down and 9.
Okay.
This is Terry turning the corner, left side, has some room, slips out of the arms of one would-be tackler and picks up some good yardage. And close to the first down. Looks like they're going to mark him about a yard short. So third down and a yard for Minico.
If it worked once, Scott, do it again, right? Almost the same play for Terry. I'm sure it wasn't, but it looked very similar. Same runner, and got a nice run, third and short.
Opening moments here, fourth and final period. Tied at 14. Minico quickly to the line. Wayman ahead with the quarterback sneak. He needed about a yard. And they still have not signaled first down yet. I mean, Vallivue was there defensively right in the middle, and they were not giving Wayman much of anything, and now we're going to measure.
I thought his forward progress got him there, but yeah, when he fell short. So I'd be curious, but they spotted the ball. Looks like short, but we're going to bring out the sticks.
Well, this is definitely 4-down territory if it is a little bit short. And they stretch the chains, and by half a football, Minico has a first down.
So yeah, looks like they did provide a little bit of forward progress help there where they placed that ball. But yeah, he had fallen short, so some of the Vallivue fans here thought they hadn't gotten it. But
and Sparty, under 10 minutes to go, trying to take the lead. Terry. Actually, Terry didn't get the handoff because Wayman fell down.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it gets cold, it gets slippery. He tried to cut a little bit, I guess, too deep and slip before he got the ball off.
And I think that's exactly what it is. I mean, the temperatures have really changed. We were so blessed with a great foot night. Loss on the play, second down. Handoff Terry, left side. Minico trying to exploit something they have found on that left side of that Vallivue defensive line. And it's third down as Terry not able to get much going there. Third down and 10. It looks like third and 10 for Minico. You got to think it might be 4-down territory. We'll see what happens here. Wayman to throw. Across the middle in traffic, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Vallivue, and who else?
There he is.
Mayo with the interception.
Mayo playing both sides really well.
Wow.
Interception by Mayo. Vallivue football, 14-14, 8:30 to go. What a game, Scott.
Boy, and that is a ball that probably should not have been thrown in traffic. And it just caroms off a player and into the arms of Mayo. Vallivue turns Minico away. And now the Falcons have got it. 8.5 to go. This is Mayo trying to find some room. Or beg your pardon, that was Noah Clark. And Minico defensively kept Clark to, well, a gain of 5. Second down and 5 for Valley View. Again, just trying to move the pile, and that one is Mayo. Close to the first down. He'll be a yard short, 3rd down and 1. And if you're Valley View, how would you like a 7-minute and 30-second drive to end the ball game?
Absolutely. Move the ball, but move it slowly. Score with the clock at 0.
Third down and a yard. Needed 1, got 2. Approaching 7 minutes. Approaching 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. And a fresh set of downs for Valley View.
Nice trick play by Valley View. I mean, not super tricky, but
and making the play for Minico was Nick Gibson.
Minico's got to stay strong here. We've said it all night. Mentally strong. Stay in the game. Trust the other 10 guys on your team, and play your position. Make plays.
Well, we're to that point where keep it for the remaining 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Handoff. That's going to be Ken up the middle. Or Mayo, beg your pardon. And Mayo chewed up a huge chunk of yardage there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd down and short. Big play for both of these teams right now. If Minico can hold here on 3rd down, that will force Valley View into a punting situation. Mayo just picking his way through traffic, and he's got a 1st down. The drive continues for Valley View out to the 35-yard line. And a late flag comes flying in well after the play. Somebody said something. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Minico.
Can't give those up late, Scott. That's a mental mistake. Got to keep your mouth closed, play the game. And yeah, you just put them in your territory across the 50-yard line because you mentally made that mistake. Just a brutal penalty on Minico, and Valley View, set to take advantage with 5:32 left.
Into Spartan territory at the 49, 1st down Valley View. Kent, right side, swallowed up by everybody. Led by Heward. I swear, my eyes are going so bad on this one font print.
And kind of Minico needs to, after you make a play like that, a penalty like that, you forget about it, short-term memory, and move on to the next play, and that's what they did. Got a nice stop on that first down.
Gain of about a yard, 2nd down and 9. Just across midfield is Valley View. Under center is Farmer, pitch back. That's going to be Mayo. Mayo, tough run and legs a churning. Close to the line to gain. And it looks like he's going to be just a little bit short, but again, nice gain on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and short.
Mayo's been a lot of fun to watch tonight. I think we mentioned he dances, but he continues to move forward as he does. So that may have been one of the Minico running backs. But Mayo, if that's the case, Mayo's been doing the same tonight. Continues to move forward as he picks his way through that pile.
Valley View not in any hurry because they certainly don't want to give Minico the football. They want this to be the last drive of the game as we've got 4 minutes to go in the 4th period. Clock moving. Toss back. Mayo. And he's got the 1st down.
And if you're Valley View, you're loving that play. Mayo just nice and patient, continues to move forward, gets that 1st down, And like you said, they're loving this type of drive.
Now, the thing about Vallivue is they don't have a kicking game. So they're going to have to score a touchdown. Clock is moving, 3:40 to go. Vallivue on the march trying to win the game at the Minico 35. And on first down, we'll just try to push the pile forward and not a whole lot happening.
I think if you're Vallivue's coaches, I think you're, like you said, you're fine with this nice long drive. Even if you don't get points, Vallivue's defense has been playing so well this game, getting good stops. So you're okay keeping the ball in your hands, out of Minico's hands, even if you don't score on this drive, but you'll end the game tied and you trust your defense to make stops.
2nd down and 9 for Vallivue. Farmer under center, pitch. Boy, Mayo about bobbled it, but was able to get control, or that could have been disaster, ahead for about 4 or 5, and the clock continues to run. 2:45 to play.
Yeah, as Mayo was running, like you said, he was bobbling. Very dangerous. You want to be able to secure that ball before you run, but didn't turn it over. Here we go, third down.
3rd down and 3. Definitely 4-down territory. Mayo, it's going to be close. Good tackle out there on the far side, or the near side rather, by Twiss. And he is going to come up about a yard short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 2 minutes to play. Clock continues to run. 4th down and a yard. Vallivue trying to keep the drive alive. Minico needs a stop. And we've got whistles before the snap, and we may have a timeout taken by Minico. And we do. Timeout taken by Minico on this 4th down play. Clock stops at 1:53. And we'll just keep it right here. We'll do one more pass through our GameStream business partners before we put this one to bed. We want to thank Sputnik. Sputnik is an international company meeting the needs of potato growers in both field and storage equipment across the globe. Sputnik's customer-focused commitment to the potato industry has allowed them to grow and invest millions of dollars in research and development in manufacturing methods and potato equipment technology. This investment continues to put Sputnik on the cutting edge of machinery development and as a partner with potato growers to feed the world. Their corporate headquarters are located in Blackfoot, Idaho, and Sputnik is proud to support the local high schools and their student athletes. Many, many thanks to our business partners, including Burley Physical Therapy, Lookout CU, Gem State Staffing, Kearney Real Estate Team, Burley Meats, MEP Meals, Turnkey Realty, Greg Harwood State Farm, and Sputnik. And here we go, 4th down and a yard for Vallivue to keep the drive alive. And now what?
Yeah, another timeout.
Vallivue calls the timeout. So back-to-back timeouts, 1:53 on the clock. We are tied at 14. Boy, what a game this has been. It has just been two heavyweights on the defensive side of things just not giving in. And these teams offensively can score points. Minico coming in, averaging 36 points a game. Vallivue averaging 40 points a game. But it's been the defenses dominating tonight here at Minico High School.
And the saying goes, Scott, defense wins championships. And we've seen it. We've seen it tonight. Defense is holding tough, 14-14.
Well, here we go. 4th down and a yard. Vallivue trying to keep the drive alive. Toss. And I think he's going to get it. Minico says he didn't. But Mayo with the legs a churning. It's going to be close. It's going to be a lot closer than people think. They needed a yard. And everybody is staring at the sticks right now. And they're going to measure. Holy cow. This is a huge moment in the game. They straighten it out, and Minico defensively holds. Unbelievable.
I thought they met him really well when he got to the outside, but those guys were there to stop him. But I thought maybe he leaned forward. They didn't give it to him. They gave him a different spot, which is that's their call. Minico ball, great defensive stand by Minico, just amazing. The defensive prowess, the defensive show continues, Scott.
1:45 to go. Minico's going to have one more shot to try to win this thing. Wayman, hands off. Terry left side. He's got a convoy ahead of him, but he's dragged down from behind. Is that ball loose? Vallivue says he fumbled it. Fumble by Minico. Vallivue's got it right back.
Wow. Fumble with 1:36 to go in your own territory. I mean, he had nowhere to go. Like you said, he was just gang tackled there on the far side, but fumbles it. Vallivue football, they get one more shot to finish this game, Scott.
I believe that was Gomez from behind making the strip, and that is the 4th turnover by Minico. So Vallivue's got it. 1st and 10 from the Minico 27, 1:36 to play. Tied at 14. Firmer keeps it himself on that right side and nowhere to go. And Minico all over that one. Gain of about a yard for Farner. Clock continues to run, approaching a minute to go. Hayden Farner gets the play, runs back out onto the field, brings his team to the line. We are now under a minute to go. Snap to Farner. Handoff. Kent, right side, thrown down out of bounds. But they're going to say he's inbounds. Making the tackle was Trinkle on that far side.
Good tackle by Trinkle.
And Trinkle kept him inbounds. Clock continues to run. Farner under center. Farner play action. Looking to throw to the corner of the end zone. Intercepted by Minico. And the Spartans get it right back. Chandler with the interception. Out of bounds at the 1 yard line with 11 seconds to go. This one is headed to overtime. Only one timeout left for Vallivue. Minico just needs to fall forward and not make a mistake and end this game in a safety.
Yeah, got to be really careful here, Scott. It's been a very interesting second half. What you don't want to do is commit that safety. Fall forward like you said.
And Wayman does exactly that. And the clock has struck zeros in regulation. We are headed to overtime. Number 4, Minico. Number 13, Vallivue, tied at 14. We will play extras and be right back.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I had my seatbelt on.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text StartMyQuit to 36072.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I had my seatbelt on.
Welcome back to Minico High School. Scott Burton, Joel Richardson, live on IdahoSports.com. And, Joel, we got everything we wanted in this opening round game, and regulation is not enough to decide it. We are headed to overtime. Vallivue and Minico, number 4 versus number 13. And we're tied at 14.
What a classic defensive battle this game has been. No one expected this. Amount of points both these teams score. We figured this would be a big scoring battle, a lot of running. Well, we've seen a lot of running, but what we didn't expect was this defensive battle. Just a classic high school defensive battle football game. 14-14. We go to overtime. Looks like Minico starts first out there on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, so the high school overtime rules will be alternating possessions, just like you would get in college, except each team here will start at the 10-yard line. So Minico will have the football first. And we've got a flag before the snap. False start is the call against Minico.
Scott, it's overtime. We don't want penalties, right? Minico, Vallivue, you don't want to commit these kind of silly penalties, false start. You've been playing all season. No reason for false starts here in overtime.
That's exactly right. So that'll push Minico back to the 15-yard line, 1st and goal. Bendelay bounces it out left side, slips out of a shoestring tackle, and gets inside the 10. Boy, he slipped out of a tackle. I believe that was Waldall that had him by the shoestrings and wasn't able to hold on. And Bendelay got free, the line of scrimmage now.
Bendelay slippery there. I thought for sure he was down. I thought his knee was down, but somehow he got away.
From the 4-yard line. And not much happening. That was Bendelay again, right into the arms of Alfredo Hernandez. And it's tough to see from our angle where the line of scrimmage is. It looks like no gain on the play, maybe a loss of 1. 3rd down and 5 from the 5. 3rd and goal, Minico. Handoff, middle, short of the goal line. It'll be 4th down. And that was Bendelay. Now, Minico can kick the field goal here and force Vallivue to score a touchdown. But
Decision
you figure
time, Scott.
Yeah, it is. But you figure Vallivue's going to have to score a touchdown anyway because they don't have a kicking game. And I think Minico's going to call a timeout and think about really what they want to do here, because regardless of what happens, Vallivue's going to get the football at the 10-yard line, see what they can do with it. So Minico has to decide from the 3-yard line, are they going to go for it and try to punch this thing in and force Vallivue to score a touchdown to tie, or are they going to kick a field goal and then a stop will win the game and not force a second overtime? Decisions.
And this is where you make the big bucks, right? Making that right decision, Scott.
Exactly.
That's why we're up here and they're down there. But I think I go for the points here. I think I go for the chip shot, get that field goal and force Vallivue to score. But man, get to that outside, that left outside, the far side has been working most of the night for them. Maybe they can get outside and score here, but no penalties.
Well, Minico still huddled up on the far side. And now they break it. What are they going to do? The offense is back out on the field. Minico going for it.
Going for the home run.
Hands off, Bendelay, touchdown Minico.
Got it. Run up the middle, Scott. Left side middle, touchdown.
And Minico strikes first in overtime. Now the interesting thing here is that Minico obviously is going to kick the extra point. Vallivue doesn't kick extra points. So if this extra point is good, and that extra point is no good. Interesting. That changes things just a little bit, Joel, because now Vallivue's going to have the football. A touchdown and a conversion of any kind is going to win it. What I was about to say was that if that extra point is good, then the chances are the game will end on the next possession. Because Vallivue, if they don't score, obviously Minico wins. But if they do score, they don't kick extra points. They were going to be going for two. So it's going to be a win or lose on that 2-point try.
Yep.
But now the 2-point try, if Vallivue can kick this into the end zone or get it into the end zone, will win the ball game. Here we go. Vallivue's got their shot. Keeping the ball and turning the corner is Farner. And Farner didn't get very far.
Farner leaving it all out in the field. I mean, every time he comes up hobbling. But he's, man, what grit he's showing tonight, fighting through whatever is ailing him to try to lead his team to score here on this drive.
Second down, no gain on that first down play. Farner under center. Hand off, Mayo. Mayo got a big blocker out in front of him. Minico with pursuit gets there.
Great tackle.
Yeah, hustling to make the tackle for Minico was Stockton Chandler. And for a moment it looked like Mayo was going to have a clear path to the goal line.
Like you said, he had a big blocker in front of him, but Stockton Chandler shed his tackler, got free, and stopped Mayo in his tracks.
Third down from the 4-yard line. Obviously 4-down territory. In the gun is Farner. Farner spins, looks to throw. Nowhere to go, and he's sacked! Sacked at the 11. Minico gets there. Big play by the defense and Finn McCaffrey. And Farner is down. Farner has been banged up this entire second half, and boy, he just took a shot from McCaffrey.
Yeah, McCaffrey made a good tackle there, big stop, but yeah, unfortunately Varner is down.
And what they were looking at on Farner early on was it appeared to be the left knee. And as they attend to him now, that appears to be what they're looking at. And again, there's bigger things in football, so we hope that he's okay. But what that does for this football game, Joel, it sets the stage. It's going to be 4th down from the 12-yard line. And Valleyview's going to have one shot to get it in the end zone to try and tie it.
If you're Vallivue here, you got to believe, right, that, hey, those 12 yards, we can make those up. We can get there. We can get in. Looks like Varner's coming up. He's getting some help to get back to the sideline.
Yeah.
Sure hope he's okay, but it looks like, it's that left knee again there, Scott. But I was saying, if you're Vallivue, you got to believe that you can get there. Yeah, it's 12 yards, but you've done it before. Time to do it again. And if you're Minico, same thing. You believe in each of your guys. You play your position, read the play, and make the stop.
And here we go. That's going to mean Isaac Moore at the quarterback. One play from the 12-yard line for Vallivue. If they fail here, Minico wins. Moore, play action. Rolls to his left, to the end zone. Did he get it? No, he did not get it. It's out of bounds. Minico survives. Unbelievable. They had the play dialed up. The pass was there. It just could not get corralled in the field of play, and Minico advances by the skin of their teeth. They shake their demons from the first round, and they will live to play another day. Final score, Minico 20, Vallivue 14.
Unbelievable, Scott. Unbelievable finish to this game. You're right, they had that play dialed up. He was open. We got fireworks going. He was open on that throw. Looks like may have just been stepped out of bounds too soon before he caught that ball, because it was a good throw, but just a little bit outside. Man, what a finish. Overtime. Minico gets the touchdown, goes up 20-14. They missed the extra point, so all Vallivue had to do was score, but Minico stands strong on defense, gets the stop, gets the win, like you said, sheds the demon from last year, and will move on in these state playoffs.
Wow, what a ball game. But I tell you what, you cannot lose the fact that Vallivue came to play. They were underdogs in this game. Now you look at the record, we talked about it. They are a heck of a lot better than a 5-4 team, but the teams they lost to this year, they're all in the playoffs. This is a very good and well-coached Vallivue team. Head coach Lane Coffin has been around the block. Coached at Marsh Valley Century and won 2 titles at Century in 02 and 03. So, I mean, this is a guy that knows how to get things done, and his team was ready to play. They just came up a play short tonight, and Minico survives, and they will move on to play next weekend. Wow, what a game. Well, we're going to take a quick break and be right back with the post game and our IdahoSports.com player of the game right after this. Welcome back to Minico High School. Final score in overtime. Minico 20, Vallivue 14 in a game that gave us everything that we wanted. Minico survived a valiant effort by Vallivue and really, at the end, got out of their own way, because throughout that football game, Minico just kept sabotaging themselves. 4 turnovers, and a couple of them very, very costly. And they just couldn't shake Vallivue. And Vallivue, in that final period, was marching down the field, took over possession of that football with 7 minutes and change to go, and nearly ran out the clock on a game-winning drive. But they came up short on a 4th and 1 play. Minico turned it right back over as they fumbled it away, giving Vallivue another chance, and they couldn't get it done. We head to overtime, and overtime was equally is exciting. Minico on 4th down from the 3 gets Bendelay into the end zone. They missed the extra point, however, which kind of changed things just a little bit. And then the big sack, the defensive play by McCaffrey to sack Farner and force Vallivue into a 4th and 11. One chance to get it done, and they nearly did. They had the play. They just ran out of real estate on that far side in the end zone, and Minico tiptoes out of their own building, basically, with a win.
This had everything. This was a classic first-round playoff matchup, Scott. Really just glad that we were here to watch this and bring this to our viewers out there. Can't can't hang your head down if you're Vallivue. They played such a good game, such a tough game. Defense was awesome tonight. This was a defensive clinic by both of these teams. Unfortunately, though, for Vallivue, they came up a little bit short, and Minico made the play when they needed to. On that overtime, that run, we called get the points. They got the points. They got the touchdown, going up 2014. If I'm Vallivue, I'm really proud of the way we played. We played tough. Minico just really made one more extra play, one more play to finish this game, Scott.
No, that's exactly right. They just made one more play than Vallivue, plain and simple. And what a game. Overtime, final 20-14. Well, one thing we do have to do is get our IdahoSports.com player of the game. And, this was one of those games that we thought with two high-scoring offenses that we'd be able to pick somebody out that's just running amok all over the place. And it turned into a defensive slugfest and, some turnovers here and there. But, there was a guy that stood out to us from Minico, and that's the guy that got into the end zone, especially the first time and the last time.
Solid.
And that is Bendelay. Bendelay is going to be our IdahoSports.com player of the game, as he was kind of the bell cow for Minico in the backfield. I mean, they mixed it up a little bit with Garza and Terry, but it was Bendelay that carried the mail. And on 4th and 3, when they needed it the most, that's who they went to, and he got it done behind that big offensive line of his from Minico. So, Japheth Bendelay, our IdahoSports.com player of the game.
Really impressed with Bendelay's game tonight. He kept his legs moving, especially when Vallivue was doing a really good job. We kept talking about them plugging up the middle, but Bendelay played so tough, kept moving. We called his number quite a bit. Like you said, it was a little bit tough at first because it was such a defensive clinic. But Bendelay, in the end, like you said, Scott, scored first, scored the game-winning touchdown in overtime. Bendelay is our player of the game.
All right, well, congratulations again to Minico, the overtime thriller, knocking off Vallivue, final score of 20-14. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Minico High School. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Tournament coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, and the Idaho Transportation Department. Also brought to you in part by Wide Cooperatives and your local Toyota dealers. This broadcast was also made possible by the great support from these local businesses, and they include Burley Physical Therapy, Lookout CU, Gem State Staffing, Kearney Real Estate Team, Burley Meats, MEP Meals, Turnkey Realty, Greg Harwood State Farm, and Spudnik. Many, many thanks to our local business partners for helping bring this broadcast to you. Well, congratulations again to our IdahoSports.com player of the game, Japheth Bendelay, presented by the Idaho Transportation Department. And thanks again for joining us as the Minico Spartans defeat the Vallivue Falcons in overtime. Final score 20-14. So for my broadcast partner, Joel Richardson, and everyone else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com, my name is Scott Burton. Thanks for joining us, and so long, everybody.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited. This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.